You're watching Fuse TV. I'm here with Jesse Zubot, who's currently on tour with Tanya Tagaq at Aeolian Hall. Jesse, nice to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
How was it that you found your influence, and what gave you your kind of creative voice initially when you first started to play? Or why did you want to start to play?
My parents are very artistic people. My mom is a visual artist, and she's a sculptor. But my dad is a musician. I used to play in bands with my dad and my grandfather, who played accordion and sax, and we played in like polka, waltz, German dance bands like when I was 8 or 9 years old. They just were like completely behind anything to do with music or art when we were young.
The show last time that you played here was 100% improvisational, is that right?
Yes. Every show we've ever done, it'll be totally improvised, except there's a few things that reoccur in shows that will come in at certain times, but we don't know when they're going to happen. Okay. We just have to go by the feel, and the leader of the scenario changes, so there'll be moments where Tanya will start something and then I'll jump on her back and start kind of supporting her. Sometimes Jean will start playing to support both of us, or he might play something completely different to piss us off, and then Tanya will potentially go with him to make him feel good for a little while, and then I will stay where I was just to make the moment feel like stretched out and uncomfortable. And eventually we go through this, we do these shifts around the stage, and eventually everything can come together and start rising and become more powerful.
When you go back to just making your own music, how do you sort of navigate all the things that you've sort of absorbed and learned over the last several months or say?
I let things seep into me and try not to think about them too much. And I think every scenario you learn how to work with different people and extreme kind of personalities and extreme scenarios, like in the studio, like every kind of different scenario you could imagine to happen in a studio. I feel like I like going to those places because sometimes it's very intense, sometimes it feels perfect, sometimes it's easy. So just to go through all these things, eventually I feel like you're able to subliminally make or help yourself get through almost any kind of scenario, and life is like that. It throws all this shit at you at different angles that is so crazy and extreme and intense that, like, that's what I'm trying to do right now, just find a middle ground and just float and let things come in. And for me as a musician, that's how my career has always been, completely just a bit of an outsider, dabbling in different groups and scenes and stuff like that. So just extreme scenarios seem to be I really gravitate towards them.